really well. Wanted to do this quick video to introduce our week number 4 themes and topics, which is focusing on challenges and growth as these two elements or factors relate to your internship experience. I've been working with interns for quite a while now, and I can tell you there tends to be what I call challenge avoidance. And I think most of us would agree this is something we do in our natural lives. We want positive feelings. We want things to be going well 100% of the time in our lives. But the reality is that there can be some unanticipated challenges or events that come up in our personal and professional lives. So I think as you think about our week number 4, I challenge you to be thinking about this topic from a challenge perspective, meaning even let's say you got a glowing fast feedback survey results report from me and your host site supervisor, you still should be thinking about ways that you can continue to grow, learn, and develop. And the best way for that to happen is through challenges. I've listed here a few of the common challenges. I'm not going to really go over these. There's another announcement that we're posting for these. Basically, your challenges kind of fall into the human challenges or the feeling or emotions aspects of your internship, how relationships that you have maybe with your supervisor and colleagues, and then of course the work itself. So go ahead, when you get a chance, you can look at this post. I will have posted it. Probably it should have been posted already, actually. So go ahead and take a look at this a little bit more in detail. I already mentioned about challenge leading to growth, and we know that when we have to overcome setbacks and challenges, that helps us to develop resilience. It helps us to obtain or acquire that grit and that perseverance, that willingness to keep forging ahead with our goals. So a couple topics related to growth that I encourage you to think about as it applies to your internship experience. Are you developing new perspectives on your field of study? Or, as we talked about last week, theories or concepts within your field of study? Are you acquiring a higher quality of knowledge or more depth in terms of the knowledge for your field of study? How are you developing yourself through this experience? There we're thinking about things like confidence and competencies. And finally, how is your professional identity forming? What if someone were to ask you, what's your professional style? How would you answer that question? And change is really tied nicely to the theme of challenge. We, of course, want you to change and transform as a result of your internship experience, because if you're not, that's a problem. So as a result of, some of you have been doing your internship for quite a while. Some of you are interning with your actual employer. So you have actually been working in that environment for much longer than the 8 weeks for this course. But you want to be thinking about, how do I want to change and transform? But how can I encourage change and growth? So what are some positives change? What are some positive ways that you can institute change within your internship experience? Just a reminder, our week number 4 learning event is a discussion on growth. And a lot of times, I've been teaching this course for a while now, a lot of times students will focus strictly on successes. So you'll notice here we're asking you to consider a challenge or success. Again, I'm a little biased towards the challenges. I love hearing about your successes. We're in the 4th week, and I can tell you I've gotten to know all of you pretty well in terms of your internship experiences, and that you hold your internships to high regard, and that everyone seems to be really putting forth a 100% effort and making a difference. But I would also like to hear something that has been a challenging aspect for you as part of your internship and how you effectively did manage that challenge. And of course, the rubric as to how we'll be assessing your week number 4 discussion is here as well.